ingenious U.S. Air Force discovery to fight fires from the air. The United States Air Force has once again drawn global attention with a genius technological breakthrough designed to combat massive fires from the air. As large-scale wildfires become more frequent and more destructive due to climate change, prolonged droughts, and extreme weather, this innovation is emerging as a critical solution that could redefine aerial firefighting operations. According to official U.S. military reports, the system relies on heavy airlift aircraft equipped with high-capacity airborne firefighting modules that can be deployed rapidly to disaster areas. Known as the Modular Airborne Firefighting System, MAFFS, this specialized equipment can be installed inside military transport aircraft such as the C-130 Hercules without any permanent modifications. The key advantage of MAFFS lies in its speed and flexibility. When major wildfires overwhelm civilian firefighting fleets, the U.S. Air Force can quickly mobilize military aircraft to assist. Within hours, a C-130 can be transformed into a flying firefighting platform capable of releasing more than 3,000 gallons, over 11,000 liters, of fire suppressant in a single pass, targeting fire lines that are impossible to reach from the ground. This system does not rely on water alone. It also deploys specialized fire retardant chemicals, which are designed to slow the spread of flames by coating vegetation and reducing its flammability. By creating aerial fire breaks, the retardant helps contain wildfires long enough for ground crews to gain control, especially in mountainous terrain and dense forests. U.S. Air Force officials emphasize that close coordination with civilian agencies, such as the U.S. Forest Service, is essential to the success of these missions. During national emergencies, military air crews operate under civilian command, highlighting the dual role of the armed forces, not only in national defense, but also in humanitarian and environmental protection. Beyond the delivery system itself, the Air Force has upgraded its aircraft with advanced avionics, digital mapping, and real-time weather data, allowing pilots to conduct highly precise drops even in dangerous and rapidly changing conditions. These improvements significantly enhance mission effectiveness while reducing risks to air crews and nearby communities. Military and environmental analysts describe this innovation as both strategic and visionary. By adapting existing military assets for disaster response, the United States avoids the enormous cost of building a dedicated firefighting fleet from scratch. At the same time, response times are dramatically reduced, making the system a powerful tool during the critical early stages of wildfire outbreaks. In recent years, U.S. Air Force MAFFS-equipped aircraft have been deployed during some of the largest wildfires in states such as California and Arizona. Their impact has proven vital in slowing advancing fire fronts and protecting populated areas until ground firefighters can fully contain the blaze. This breakthrough underscores a broader shift in how modern air power is perceived. The U.S. Air Force is no longer focused solely on air superiority in warfare, but also on safeguarding lives, infrastructure, and natural ecosystems. In an era where non-military threats like climate-driven disasters are increasing, such aerial firefighting technology stands as a powerful example of how military innovation can serve humanity. As wildfires continue to pose a global threat, the U.S. Air Force's aerial firefighting discovery demonstrates that smart engineering, rapid deployment, and civil-military cooperation can make the difference between catastrophe and control in operational terms. MAFFS missions demand extreme precision and coordination. Pilots often fly at low altitudes and reduced speeds, sometimes just a few hundred feet above rugged terrain, while navigating heavy smoke, intense heat updrafts, and unpredictable wind patterns. These conditions make aerial firefighting one of the most dangerous non-combat missions undertaken by military air crews. To address this, the U.S. Air Force has implemented specialized training programs that prepare pilots, loadmasters, and flight engineers specifically for wildfire suppression operations. The system itself is operated by trained loadmasters who control the release of fire retardant from inside the aircraft. Compressed air forces the retardant through a nozzle located at the rear cargo door, allowing for a controlled and consistent drop pattern. This precision ensures that the suppressant is delivered exactly where fire commanders on the ground need it most, often along rapidly advancing fire fronts threatening towns, critical infrastructure, or evacuation routes. Another major advantage of the MAFFS-equipped C-130 is its ability to operate from short and austere airfields, including military bases and civilian airports near disaster zones. This significantly reduces turnaround time between sorties. In high-tempo operations, a single aircraft can conduct multiple drops per day, dramatically increasing the volume of fire retardant delivered during the most critical phases of a wildfire. Technological innovation continues to enhance the system. Recent upgrades include improved GPS-guided drop accuracy, cockpit displays that show fire perimeters in near real time, and integration with satellite and drone-based reconnaissance. These tools allow aircrews to adapt instantly to changing fire behavior, ensuring each sortie delivers maximum impact with minimal risk. The humanitarian value of this capability has drawn international attention. Several allied nations have studied the U.S. Air Force's MAFFS program as a model for integrating military aviation into national disaster response frameworks. As wildfires increasingly affect regions across Europe, Australia, South America, and Southeast Asia, the demand for rapid response aerial firefighting solutions is growing worldwide. From a strategic perspective, U.S. defense planners see this mission set as part of a broader concept known as Defense Support to Civil Authorities, DSCA. Under this framework, military forces are used to support domestic emergencies without compromising combat readiness. Aircraft, crews, and logistics units remain fully mission-capable for defense operations, while also serving as a powerful reserve force during national crises. Environmental experts also highlight the long-term benefits. By slowing or stopping megafires before they reach urban areas, aerial suppression reduces carbon emissions, limits ecosystem destruction, and prevents economic losses that can reach billions of dollars. In this sense, the U.S. Air Force's aerial firefighting capability is not only a tactical response tool, but also a strategic investment in environmental resilience. As climate-driven disasters intensify, the line between national security and environmental security continues to blur. Wildfires now threaten military bases, power grids, water supplies, and transportation networks, assets traditionally protected under defense planning. The U.S. Air Force's innovative approach to aerial firefighting reflects this evolving reality, where protecting the nation increasingly means confronting natural disasters with the same seriousness as conventional threats. In the end, this genius discovery represents more than advanced machinery or modified aircraft. It symbolizes a shift in mindset, where air power is used not only to project force, but to preserve life, safeguard communities, and defend the natural environment. As wildfire seasons grow longer and more destructive, the U.S. Air Force's role in the sky may prove just as critical in saving forests and cities as it has been in defending nations beyond its immediate firefighting role. The U.S. Air Force's aerial suppression capability is increasingly being viewed as a force multiplier in national disaster resilience. Unlike civilian firefighting fleets that are limited in number and availability, military airlift aircraft exist in large quantities and are maintained at high readiness levels year-round. This allows the Air Force to surge multiple aircraft simultaneously when wildfire outbreaks escalate beyond regional control. Logistics also play a decisive role in the system's effectiveness. Military supply chains ensure continuous access to fire retardant, spare parts, fuel, and maintenance crews even when local infrastructure is damaged or overwhelmed by disaster conditions. In prolonged wildfire campaigns, this logistical depth enables sustained air operations over weeks, not just days, something few civilian agencies can achieve on their own. Another critical development is the integration of joint command and control networks. Air Force firefighting missions are now closely synchronized with ground-based firefighters, law enforcement, emergency medical services, and evacuation planners. Real-time communication ensures aerial drops directly support ground tactics, protecting firefighters on the front lines and opening safe corridors for civilians fleeing danger zones. The psychological impact of these aircraft should not be underestimated. For communities trapped by advancing flames, the sight and sound of a massive C-130 releasing thousands of gallons of fire retardant often represents hope at a moment of extreme crisis. Emergency officials report that the rapid arrival of military aircraft can stabilize chaotic situations, buying precious time for evacuations and rescue operations. Looking ahead, U.S. defense researchers are exploring next-generation concepts, including unmanned aerial systems, autonomous flight assistance, and new suppressant formulas that are more effective while minimizing environmental impact. Artificial intelligence is also being studied to predict fire behavior, optimize drop locations, and reduce pilot workload. In an age where wildfires can devastate entire regions in a matter of hours, the U.S. Air Force's genius aerial firefighting discovery stands as a powerful symbol of innovation with purpose. By transforming military aircraft into life-saving tools, the Air Force demonstrates that air power is no longer defined solely by combat dominance, but by its ability to protect lives, communities, and the planet itself. As climate challenges intensify and disaster seasons grow longer, this capability may prove to be one of the most important missions flown by the U.S. Air Force, silent, swift, and decisive in the battle against nature's most destructive fires.